Hello, Yam. Nice to see you. How are you?
Hello, nice to
Yeah,
see you too.
I checked just now. So you started with us in late May 24 last year, right? So
Actually,
before?
yeah, making some researches before about the
Uh,
agency, about
yeah,
Vietnam, and before to decide to
yeah.
contact you again. Yeah.
Just 1 second, Yamina. Give me 1 second. I need to turn off.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. So where to start? Yamina, first of all, tell people who you are, where are you from, if it's possible, what's your age, what happened. Yeah, just a little bit of background information.
Yeah. So my name is Nina, like you know me, Yamina, on papers, but everybody
Yamina,
call me. Yes, this
Nina.
is my
Yes.
surname.
Mhm.
I'm 37 years old, now 38. Yeah, I'm from Algeria. Yes, North Africa here. I mean, they don't know precisely Algeria. Where is it located? So I say North Africa just
I know.
to give them a hint.
Yeah.
I have been teaching English since 2015. So I have 9 years of experience in Algeria, and this is my 10th
Wow.
years here in
9 years.
Vietnam. I was before a journalist for 2 years.
Ah,
Yeah, writing in a newspaper, French language.
wow. The
Yeah,
university
it
I
was
finished
something
journalism.
very exciting. Actually, I like it too much.
Yeah. So 9 years of teaching experience. Wow.
Absolutely. Teaching adolescents, teenagers from the age of 11th to 17,
Mhm.
sometimes until 20 years old.
And most of this experience was in Algeria, right? So you stayed
Yeah,
there
yeah,
most
in
of the
two
time.
different areas actually in Algeria.
Uh-huh. Are you from the north of Algeria or from the south?
Absolutely. I'm from the north, the
Mhm.
northeast.
Northeast. Because we have some clients who are also from the south. And as I understood, nobody lives in the middle. It's like north and south.
Really?
That's what this girl said, that because of the desert. So it's a less population density in the middle of the country.
Even the same, the south of the country, it is a desert.
More the-
Yeah, the Sahara, I mean, take a very large area in Algeria.
And how did you, what made you change your life? And why didn't you try to continue your work in Algeria? What was the thing
So
that changed
first
it?
of all, I was really tired of, I mean, the working conditions there, about the routine, and nothing changed. I mean, I was hoping that something changed in our education system, but I mean, things went from worse to worse. And
Mm-hmm.
before, I mean, thinking about coming here to Vietnam to teach as an English teacher, so I was thinking about pursuing my studies first in France, continuing in the same branch of English. But unfortunately, they didn't grant me a visa for three
Mm.
times.
Wow.
So I changed my plans. So this is plan A, so I changed to plan B. So I said, why not? It's just an experience, a new adventure. So I'm gonna try. But the problem was my daughter. Like you knew, it was I mean, a very big challenge for me. Very tough situation, especially when I came here first time to Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I told you, I have this, I mean, this desire to quit the country, to change my life, to develop my teaching skills, to learn new things, to new cultures, to meet new people. So it was a dream. It was an objective that I made, I mean,
Mm.
many years ago. So I didn't know when I'm
Yeah.
gonna fulfill it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna realize it. So it came this. I met I mean, your page in Instagram.
Yeah.
So I scroll through, I mean, through the posts you made there on Instagram. So I have seen many people around the world who succeed coming here and made a career, even though they didn't have any teaching experience, they didn't have a bachelor's to
And you with nine
only
years, come
English.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proficiency and efficiency in speaking English, and
Mm.
they made a career, they made money. I said, why not me? But
Mm.
just a minute, I will just check on this agency to see if
Yeah.
they are really, I mean, truthful, honest, they are not scammers. So then I
Mm-hmm.
decided with my husband. I said, "Do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you happy. If you see that this thing is, I mean, something good for you, okay, so go, just do
Mm-hmm.
it."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So just for the record, for everybody to understand, you came to Vietnam by yourself with your daughter, and your daughter is
absolutely.
how old? 3 years old.
Yeah.
Oh
Now
my God,
three.
3 years and 3 months. So very young daughter, and you took the very brave step of coming to Vietnam by yourself, and your
It's
husband
like I jumped in the
didn't
ocean.
come. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So your desire to change something big was so strong that you decided to even do this, because it was very. I mean, I can only imagine. I don't have kids, but I can imagine that it's not easy. Yes, and
I can
also
tell,
we.
really, very difficult. I can tell.
And did you travel outside Algeria before? You did to
Yeah,
France,
yeah,
no?
yeah. The
For you,
first time,
first
first
time
time.
in Asia. Yeah, so you landed in Ho Chi Minh City, and yeah, I can imagine first time when you see that city is a bit of a shock because of so much traffic, so much things going on. in all
absolutely.
directions.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
It's like
these
it's not
people,
me.
yeah.
Even
Vietnamese
as
are
I
very
said,
active. Uh-huh.
like I told you, it's very difficult to balance motherhood and career responsibility,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
when you are in a foreign country. I mean, my priority has always been my daughter's well-being. This is why the others. I want not to say don't care, but they don't understand. Especially when you came from another culture, especially the Mediterranean culture. I mean, it's a little bit for them, and the Asian
Mhm.
culture is different for me as well. So
Of
I mean,
course.
like you said,
It's a shop. You want, and to the extent that you feel comfortable about your struggles that you encountered in Vietnam. Yeah. So the first employer that you had, it didn't work out in the end. I mean, to the extent that you want to speak about it, okay. Again, Yamina, is no problem. Yeah. So we are not pushing you,
yeah,
but
no problem at all.
yeah, so like, but in so you had some struggles at the beginning and some lot and some mismatching in terms of, how should I say, like the expectations on both sides were not very well aligned, and so then you had to change the employer. But in the end,
Yeah.
it was okay in terms of job and earnings and everything. So as
I
much
mean,
as you can, and in what detail level you want to go, tell us about that. What happened? Okay, you came. It was very hard for you. I remember that your daughter was a bit sick at the beginning, and it was very hard for her to adapt even to the food in the first period. Yeah, you didn't know what to give her to eat because the food in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, was not suitable for her at the beginning.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you remember everything.
Some details. To
Ah,
be
I
honest, I was
thought
also scared at the time. I was like, oh my god, like really need to. This needs to be fixed somehow because you are the only client we ever had, and we had hundreds of clients that decided to make this step with such a young daughter and by herself. Okay, so we had people with kids, but the kids were usually older, and the parents would be together or somehow help each other. So you are like is very young, so that's like it was hard. How should I say for you? I'm sure it was very hard for you. So a huge experience that you had, and probably one of the, how should I say, the strongest levels of kind of experience, and not necessarily in a positive way at the beginning for you. It was hard, and yeah, to the extent that you want, again, speak about that
so.
if
Actually,
you can.
before I come in here with my daughter, I mean, the decision was really rational. I didn't jump like that, but I was really eager to go somewhere and to change my life, to change myself first. And going alone, I mean, it's not possible. Without my daughter, it's not possible. Like I told you
Yeah,
before, even in Algeria, I am the only one who is taking care of her due to my husband, I mean, work.
yeah,
This is always in his work. So I always take care of her myself. And even when I was single, I always handle my stuff alone. I rely on myself financially, everything since
yeah,
my
yeah.
very young age, especially
Hmm.
after the death of my father. So
Wow,
it means it's like
glad to hear.
something that I used to, even though there are some people around me who wants to help me, but they know that I can't handle that. So they even don't ask if I need something, or they know exactly that I can do it, I can handle it. So it wasn't something new for me. You get used to. So coming here to Vietnam with my daughter, like I told you, it's not a rational decision. I asked first your wife in Instagram. I told her if I can come here with a 3-year-old daughter. She said yes. It's something, I mean, positive for her. She can immerse in a new culture, learn a new language. Yes, it's true actually. Even though we faced many struggle, many life hardship, but I mean now she's happy. Where are we now? She's really happy. She made friends. She started to learn the language. She's teaching
Wow.
me, by the way. Is
Wow,
absolutely.
wow,
Even
wow.
with the action, she sometimes when I repeat the word after her, and she said, "No, no, mommy, you don't know how to pronounce the word." So
The brain of a child, like she catches
yeah,
so fast.
yeah, she's very
Hey,
intelligent. So when I came to Ho Chi Minh City, yeah, it was. I was really excited. And I was happy, especially when I go to that kindergarten in Ho Chi Minh City. Camille, like, I mean, you don't mind if I mention the name?
we better not mention any
Okay.
names, but yeah, you were in your first kindergarten, your first
Yes,
employer in Ho Chi Minh.
in Ho Chi
Hmm.
Minh City. So, in order to communicate with the Vietnamese, it was a little bit hard for me. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
our
yeah,
country. Just when you say something, okay, you receive the answer, whether yes, whether no. Here, I mean, a lot of time to communicate, to speak, and you repeat
yeah,
yourself many times, and you
yeah,
didn't get any answer. So
yeah,
this is
yeah.
what made me tired at the first time. So I mean,
Mm.
people they see me like I don't know, like rude person, but actually I
Yeah,
am not. I am
yeah. Of
not. I'm
course,
a
you're not.
very
You're not.
sensitive person.
You didn't know
Uh,
how to communicate with them at the beginning. You
yeah,
didn't know.
like
Yeah,
I told you before, when you went through childhood trauma, I don't know if you have read any stuff about the child psychology when you
A
went
little
through
bit.
childhood trauma. I mean, you think that, I mean, even the slightest thing when someone says some, I mean, unkind word, it hurts.
Yeah.
Because they
Sensitive.
take everything personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not true. I mean, just in that moment, it hurts. Yes, it hurt. Then when you think, I mean, as myself, I cannot control that. I mean, it's beyond my control. I cannot control it. Since when someone says something rude to me, I mean, I'll not say rude, the
Yeah.
people that you like the
Mhm.
most. I mean, it hurts, really, it hurts. Okay, so then when I started working in the kindergarten, the only problem I have there is my daughter. She couldn't adapt at all, whether to
Mhm.
food, whether to the environment, especially the weather. It was very, very hot.
Yeah.
My hometown, it's very cold. I
Mm.
mean, now it's snowy there.
Wow.
Yes, no, we live in, I mean, in mountains. I was born there. Even my daughter was born in the capital city, but she knew the weather. She accustomed to the weather there. So the weather was really different. Even myself, I got crazy. I got mad because of the weather. Very, very hot. I couldn't think. I was like, my brain is
Yeah.
boiling.
You came in the summer when you came in August.
No,
In
no,
August
September.
or September. Mm.
September. Yeah,
Yeah. Very
22nd.
hot.
Yes.
Very hot.
I land here in 22nd.
Yeah. And for people to understand, your daughter initially was enrolled in the same kindergarten where you were hired. So you were
They
an
didn't
English.
enroll her actually. She was just with me.
She was
So they
just there.
decided to see first, yeah, during the
Will she?
probationary, yeah, if they accept me or not. So they decide after if they can enroll her. I mean, each time they ask about that, they say not now. They didn't give me a clear answer, actually.
Yeah, it's very Vietnamese way of communication sometimes,
Yeah.
unfortunately. They will not say a clear yes or no. They'll just keep the communication open, but not really saying it.
I'm not gonna teach you anything, actually. You have a very long experience here. You have been,
Yeah.
you said 12 years, right?
No, like, no, no, no. In Vietnam, we have been doing recruiting for Vietnam since 2018. Yeah.
2018, yeah. But you have
Uh,
been living here for 12 years?
no, 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 no. On and off in total, maybe like 3 years. I don't know what is about this 12. Maybe that was my previous experience in an office job. Actually,
So you were in China first?
yes. So my wife, she was a teacher in China,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when we met, she had just finished teaching in China, and actually, the Up to You agency was started by her initially, by herself,
Yeah, yeah.
before even meeting me. And when we met, I started to help her at the beginning, and then gradually I kind of took over. And
That was an upheaval for her and for her agency, meeting you.
kind of, yes, yes, yes. I came with a bit of more structuring.
Yeah, yeah,
As
I
much
know
as, but the thing is that even like I'm very structured type of guy, and I tend to organize stuff, and I need to understand stuff in a very organized manner and very clear manner.
that.
I'm
Very
like
hard
that.
as well.
It's very hard to do that when in this field. Number one, in this field of recruiting,
Yeah,
international
yeah.
recruiting, is hard to do this, but even more so with a culture like the Vietnamese one, you have to be, And at the beginning, I was trying my best to be so precise as I knew from my home country and from my previous jobs, to be precise and structured and so on. And at the beginning, it was very, very hard also for me, because my tendency towards structure got hit in the face over and over and over by the reality of it.
Yeah,
But
I understand.
eventually it was okay. Yeah, so that's all. But yeah, no, enough about me.
That's
This is
why
a thing.
you hang on, hang on.
Yes, because eventually, there's no, yeah. I strongly believe there's no, how should I say, there's no possibility to fail if you do not give up. So the only way in which you can really fail is when you give up. And even when you do feel like you're giving up, you can actually decide just a bit later that you're just regrouping yourself and you just took a pause. So even when you're in the maximum desperation and maximum frustration and suffering, when you feel I'm giving up, actually, unless you took some very decisive step, I know, or something
Yeah,
like that, but
okay.
it can be a pause. Like you can go and sleep, and the next day think, hey, I just need a pause actually, and then I'll continue. And if you don't give up, you'll not fail. It's as simple as that. Eventually, you'll succeed, whatever you do. So I really believe this is true. Like this is one of the things which I
So this
believe with all
reminds
my
me,
heart.
actually, if you do remember when my daughter was sick, was terribly sick. So before
Yeah.
coming to this episode, so like I told you, in the kindergarten, the only problem was my daughter. She couldn't adapt. So I was focused on her, too much focused on her. So
Yeah.
I couldn't, I mean,
You
I was
couldn't focus
telling
on
them,
work
yeah, I was
properly.
telling them, if my daughter is not, I mean, happy here, she doesn't feel well, I cannot do anything. This is what I was trying to transmit to
Yeah.
them, but they thought that in the very first day I'm gonna do a miracle. I don't have nothing to do with children. Even though when I was a student, I taught children French and English. I was only 17 years old, so I know exactly how to manage children and adolescents. But they didn't give me any chance to show my teaching skills and what I was capable of. Even though
Wow.
I'm not, let's say,
Mhm.
the best teacher in the world, but like the
Yeah.
love, I mean, children feel the love of the teacher. When you
Yeah.
transmit that love, everything.
Offset.
So I didn't have a chance in the kinder, only 5 days, if you do remember. Then a week after, my daughter was sick several first time that she had a lung infection, a bronchitis.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, because of the weather. I think when we were looking for the accommodation, so we stayed outside in the rainy weather. You know, the rain in Ho Chi Minh City, it was pouring, not raining. So we got totally wet. And we came back to the house. Just we took a shower and we changed our clothes. Then we get back out. So this is I mean, the start of her
Yeah.
illness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was very, very sick. Then after, I got fired from the kindergarten. So
Yeah.
like I told you before, if you don't give up, so failure is just a part of success, I guess. It reminds me when you told me maybe Vietnam is not for you, you can go back.
I was saying that in a how should I say, in a friendly manner. So my
Yeah, yeah, I
sometimes
understand.
it's really true for some people. Vietnam is not for them, and they have to kind of come here to understand that. And I was trying to, like, you don't need to make something happen if it's not for you. You understand? Like, if you really come to the conclusion, hey, this is not for me. Okay, like, then switch it, flip it. Like, you can always flip what you're doing.
Yeah, if you cannot adapt, absolutely. But
Vietnam is just a country like any other. So many countries on this planet. Vietnam is one of them. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I know this about Vietnamese. They have this, so they seem very soft somehow and they're nice and they're smiling and so on, but they're very tough, actually. They're very tough. And they somehow have this expectation of everybody to be the same tough as them somehow. You understand what I mean? And they also, sometimes they score low in empathy, to be honest, some of them. And I mean, like,
yeah, this is the problem actually. They don't care.
that much
They
about
don't care.
your
This is the
problem that which you came with your daughter and you're worried about her and that's why you cannot really teach properly. They don't care enough about this. They don't cut you enough slack. Can happen. So this is what happened to you. You got in a place where, and actually that place was okay with other of our clients. You understand? Very okay with some other clients of ours, but in your case they were not. It was not a good fit, basically, right? So then what happened? I mean, you can tell the story, but what happened was that we found you another place, right? A second one. And in the
Yeah,
second one, it was slightly better, but still not so great in the end. And now you're in the
I'm
third
not
one,
gonna
correct?
mention that because I'm not gonna
As
mention
you,
because what
as you,
happened there is,
as you want.
I mean,
Because now
I
you're
don't know.
essentially in the third place, which we found for you. And finally, the third one was the lucky one, and everything is okay, no?
I mean, concerning the public school, I'm not gonna mention that because what
Yeah.
happened there is
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, unexpected. It's something, I mean, not to say stupid. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, they stopped me there because I was wearing jeans. They should give me instruction.
They
I
didn't tell
don't
you.
know. I didn't know. Aria, for example, told me that many schools the schools are wearing uniforms. Not all the teachers are
course.
wearing uniform. For example, in Europe, in USA, they don't wear
Of course.
uniform. I see jeans
True.
at schools and high schools, even in my country. So I didn't know. I
Yeah.
knew that Asian countries they have this uniform for the kids, for the
Yeah.
students, but for teacher, I didn't know. Really, I mean, jean. Maybe here the t-shirt you have a uniform, but the
Yeah.
trouser you wear jean or something else. I mean, I thought it is okay.
Yeah, but I don't
So,
believe that. I don't really believe the real reason for the split was you wearing jeans. That was a bit of
I
a.
didn't know. At least they
That's
should
what
tell
they
me.
told you, you understand? But this doesn't mean they didn't like your teaching style or something. They didn't. It was not. This was just a detail. But they don't fire
Maybe it's
people in
just a
Vietnam because
detail.
of jeans. But indeed, like in this culture, jeans are seen as, how should I say, like something which is not so good associated with the teacher. They see that the teacher should wear some other type of pants or whatever, skirt or so on. Jeans are seen like a thing for more like relaxed and so on. It's a socialist country, and the teacher is
I
seen as. I
didn't know.
mean, now you know.
Now I know. Yeah, of course I know. I did. At least they should. I mean, they should tell me because I am a foreign. I'm a
100%.
stranger from this country. I'm not a Vietnamese. So at least they should tell
Yes.
me something about that.
we have in the filming guide
Even.
about that, and when we filmed that, but maybe we didn't specify. Hey, what is valid for the filming and for the interview is also valid day to day in the class in terms of time.
Yeah, you must add these details actually too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, like people wear what they have. I have a pair of jeans with me. I'll put jeans, So unless I'm really told very,
I didn't have. Yes, I didn't have. I mean,
yeah,
a classic trouser. I have only jeans. So
yeah.
now when
Now,
I bought
okay.
they give me only a t-shirt, so I bought the trouser.
Yeah. So Yamina, we spoke a lot about how should I say this more sad part and more negative and so on, which was your beginning. So
No,
at
no,
the
it's
beginning,
positive actually. We don't speak about the negative.
yeah, in the end, as long as
Even,
everything
yeah,
ended
even
well,
there was
it's okay.
like setbacks, but I was really determined. Like I
Yeah.
told you when you told me that Vietnam, maybe it's not for me. Your daughter is sick. You should go to your country. Maybe after when she grows
Yeah.
up, you can come back. So I told myself no. I mean, always in my mind when I make a step forward, I cannot make two steps backwards. This is impossible. I mean, always I behave this way.
And
I have
best what's the situation.
absolutely.
You're the one who knows best. You were the one who knew best. Your daughter fared, and how did she adapt or not so well eventually, and so on. Like you were in a position to judge. Like that was my suggestion. Hey, I mean, if it's really that hard for you, maybe you should go home. There's nothing more important than your daughter's health. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes.
which is true. But if you see that she's not comfortable, okay. But look, her illness went away. She's okay now. She's not so comfortable. Obviously, she cries a lot. But all in all, she take the decision. Like, we'll be here, and that's it. So I think it's a good, to be honest, I think it's a correct decision. You understand? But at the same time, I'm not the parent. So, but probably when I'll be the parent, I'll kind of be the same in the same way. Like I decided this. We, unless
Maybe if I wasn't alone, I mean, maybe things would be better. I don't know.
more
I
easy,
mean,
of
Ho
course,
Chi
when
Minh
you're by
City,
yourself.
I think that Ho Chi Minh City was a mistake at the very beginning. If I choose maybe a small town,
Smaller town.
maybe things, yeah, would I mean, work differently.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. But even though all the experience that I have, the teaching experience, and I mean, people, the culture, everything that I experienced in Ho Chi Minh City, I mean, it was a very valuable lesson for me. I
Yeah.
learned a lot, even
Yes.
though it's a short, just a month, I guess, a month and 20 days, I guess, before coming here to Dong Nai. So it was a very
Dongdang.
valuable lesson. I was really determined, and I mean, the resilience. It was all what I have. I mean, I have to persevere and to be strong in such difficult moments. And
Yeah.
thank God, yeah, everything changed since I came here.
So you're now where exactly? Long time. Sorry,
Yes.
I forgot. Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Dongdang.
Yeah.
No, I'm just checking where you are. Not far from Ho Chi Minh City.
No, it's actually far.
In terms
About
of in absolute terms, how big Vietnam is, you're very close to Ho Chi Minh City.
I mean, the other cities, small cities, are very close to Ho Chi Minh City, but here, Long Tan is a little bit far.
Yeah. I see where it is.
It's about 1
You're
hour.
between. You're between Ho Chi Minh City and Vung Tau, basically.
Okay.
If you're closer to the seaside, basically. Understand? And this is a much better place for you because it's
Absolutely.
not so
Even
many.
in Mak-
Yeah.
we didn't mention that.
Yeah.
Even here, I mean the neighborhood and the landlord, her family, they are super nice. I mean now I'm talking to you. My daughter is not here at home because she is in their house. She's playing with the landlord and her sister's children.
Cool. And they're the same age, more or less? Your daughter
No,
and kids?
they are
No.
older than her. Older.
They're perfect. They take care of her.
She loves them.
Older kids like to take care of younger kids, I noticed.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter actually, she is sociable. I don't know. I didn't know how. I mean, she couldn't adapt in Ho Chi Minh City, but here to the the landlord house. I mean, without any problem. I left her there for 2-3 hours without any problem.
Yeah,
So
Ho Chi Minh City is a crazy place. Like like it can make you agitate. Like the only way I can survive myself. I'm an adult. Yeah, in Ho Chi Minh City, I use earplugs all the time. You see these earplugs which I have. I literally use them
because
all
of
the
the
time.
traffic.
Yeah, because of the noise. So even when people are speaking with me, I need to do what? Like I'm an old person because I will not take them out. You understand? So if you want to speak with me, you need to speak louder and closer to my ear. And that's the only way I can survive that city because it's so noisy. Like for me, it's the noise. Like for some other people, maybe it's more polluted or crowded. I don't mind. I don't think it's that polluted. I wear a mask if I drive a scooter, but in terms of like I like the energy which it has. Like Ho Chi Minh City has this amazing, huge level of energy and so many young people and so many things happening in so many places about everything all the possible shops and cafes, and it's such a cool place, right?
I think it
And
hosts also different cultures. I mean, many different people coming from
yeah,
different countries in the
exactly.
world are there in Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh is
So
like a world city basically. Like it's a crazy place. Like such,
yeah.
and Vietnam is growing at like around almost 6% per year. Since many years, it's growing at 6% per year
Oh,
steadily, which is crazy when you think
impressive.
about. Yeah, and Ho Chi Minh City is the most prosperous city in Vietnam and the one that grew with higher rate even than the country. So you can feel that when you go there. So yeah, you see some rats on the streets and some poverty and this and that, but at the same time, oh my god! And I love that about it. But still, when I'm there, I'm like, okay, I love it, but at the same time, I cannot resist here too long because it's too crazy for me, and I need more silence. I need more peace.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I totally understand. And maybe your daughter also had a sort of reaction to this city because she's a kid, and kids don't have the mental processes, it's straight emotion, you understand? And her emotion is like, what
Absolutely.
is this craziness, so she reacted, the whole body, the whole spirit reacts to this emotion negative, which you have because you're there and you're a child. You don't, as an adult, or 20-year-olds or whatever, you can go there and it's maybe a bit shocking. Oh my God, it's happening, but then you
By
cope
myself,
with to
I
cope,
couldn't adapt myself. So what
by
about my
yourself.
daughter?
You would do that probably, but
Yeah,
yeah,
after I mean the beginning was really was also
yeah,
hard for me as well, not
yeah,
only
yeah.
for her.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Like I'm not. If I, some people love it, but if I can choose, I would choose a smaller place, I guess. But yeah, it comes with advantages and disadvantages. Like
I mean, they don't have the same mindset as the Ho Chi Minh City people. Even they
I'm,
are a bit caring. They are less bit. I mean, much more kind. I mean, they are kind.
yeah,
Yeah, much more nice as well. They care also. I mean, especially what I told you about the Lord. I mean, I consider them as my family, really.
yeah. Yeah, in Ho Chi Minh, you basically had you perceived, and rightfully so, you perceived the lack of empathy towards your situation that you are with your daughter, who it was hard for her and she adapted hard and she was sick and so on, and you got lack of empathy because in Ho Chi Minh City they are push, they are like that, and
They was waiting. I mean,
this is lesson for us as well, actually. If I'll ever
absolutely. They
have a
were
client
waiting
like
something
this
that I did
with
something.
small kids, don't go to Ho Chi Minh City because, yeah, indeed, like there, they don't have much patience for you, much understanding, and they just want you to perform right away. That's a bit like this
I
in Ho Chi Minh. It's
understand.
true. Ho Chi Minh is good for people who come on their own, or if they have a kid and so on, that's great. But better if you have the partner with you, so the partner can help with the kid. If you're a lonely mother, hard with the
Actually,
child.
I came here. I met quite, I mean, many Russian teachers, especially.
Yeah.
I was thinking that I mean, I was the only one who got fired twice. I mean, I didn't have.
Don't
I
take
mean,
it personally. I mean,
the matter personally,
there's nothing wrong with
I
you.
was questioning myself. I mean, I am bad at this extent. I am a bad
I'd say
teacher.
not.
I can't
Of
teach. I
course not.
don't have any skills. What's wrong? I mean,
It's,
in my
no,
country, I was.
it's not about.
Yeah, it wasn't about me. I mean, when I spoke with the Russian teacher, especially the one I found here in the kindergarten in Lontan, she told me that she
Yeah,
was fired many times. She's
yeah,
single, she's living
yeah.
alone, but she got fired many times.
Wow.
Even in the kindergarten where I work, I mean,
Yeah,
I replaced her actually. So they relocate her to another kindergarten. She told me that she went through many difficulties, even though she was working in China for 11 years. But when she came
yeah.
here, she got fired many times.
True.
It was like a little bit relief for me. I thought
Yeah.
it's
Of
okay.
course. Oh, but I heard this story before, and I heard such stories of people getting hired. We also had this in the past. It's very rare, to be honest, but it happened. Like people couldn't adapt and they got ousted from the job. When this happens, by the way, like for everybody to understand, we help the person. It's not like, oh, we got paid, bye bye. Like I don't want our client to be without a job and without perspectives and bye bye. You're on your own. I only found you one job, and like we'll help. You understand? The only cases when we didn't help were so rare when the person really had something, like there was something wrong completely with their attitude, and there were very rarely, once or twice we had this kind of case when really, like, it was their fault, basically 100% their fault that they lost the job. And I understood the situation, and then I tried to explain, hey, look, this is what you did wrong, and please don't do this again. And the reaction to my, I'm not scolding, but I'm kind of explaining the reality. And the reaction to my explaining was so negative that I'm like, oh, really? Okay, bye bye. Like I don't, but this is so rare. Like most people are good and want to do, they want to do well. Yeah, and of course, Vietnamese will have some expectations which are for sure different from Algeria. Yeah, and even inside Vietnam, as you already know, you just moved a little bit from Ho Chi Minh to 1 hour from Ho Chi Minh, let's say. You already
Yes.
see, oh my God, what huge difference it is. Like imagine that it's a 100 million people country. Yeah, and yeah. So
Yeah,
very
much of you and especially Aria who helped me a lot. Yes, like you said, you didn't let the client.
sweetie. Hello, sweetie. Don't. Yeah, if you need to
Bye
be
bye.
with her, it's okay. I don't mind. If you
No,
need to cut it short, we can do that. Yamina, okay? No problem.
I took this with her. Okay.
But
Bye
let me
bye.
know, okay? I don't mind. It's okay. We already
It's
spoke a
okay.
lot.
She's with her. This is the landlord. She's with her actually.
Okay.
So, like I told you about your agency, yes, you didn't let me down. Absolutely. Even
Thank
after the second bad experience, I told you it's okay. I'm gonna handle it myself. I'm gonna look on Facebook pages, websites, maybe to find a job for me. If I didn't find any, like you told me, I'm gonna go back to Algeria. But you said no. We are gonna look for another job for you. And the best part is when I relocate here. I wasn't really, I was a little bit scared. I mean, I'm gonna change the city. I mean, looking for another accommodation.
you. Change
I
the
have to
whole
adapt
continent. Come
myself.
on, you
Yeah,
cannot change the city. Change the continent.
yeah,
You're scared to
content,
change the city now.
absolutely.
Like, move, you know? You're not a
But
tree. You don't have roots in the ground. You're not a tree. You can walk, you know?
absolutely, yeah. But I mean,
Harder
it
with the
was
daughter, though, yeah.
something. I mean, it was for my best, actually.
I knew that, you understand? And I remember very well that, and listen, like I don't blame you in any form, okay? Just to be 100% clear. But I do remember that you were very kind of, you had like a, almost like a desperation. You understand what I mean? And you were like
No, no,
very
no, no.
high
We're
emotion.
old. You
Listen,
understand that. I knew
listen and
myself.
let me speak. And I noticed that and I realized, oh my God, I cannot make it. Oh my God, it's my problem. And you were in a bit of a negative loop.
Yeah,
And
I
this
was
would shine.
blaming myself. Yes, actually, I
Yes,
was blaming myself.
I noticed, and because of this, that was actually the reason why people didn't really like you in the interviews and so on. And that's why. So it was a bit like a negative spiral, a negative loop. And I told you, I remember I sent you some voice messages which were a bit maybe harsh, but I
Very hard.
remember. But
I
I
cried.
remember, please forgive me. But at the same
It's not.
time, I knew for a fact that you need to hear it. You understand? And I told you, hey, look, you need to. Like, I remember kind of more or less what I said, and I kind of, how should I say, told you to man up in a way, right? That was essentially the, even if you're a woman, I kind of told you, hey, man up, and everything will be okay, and don't lose hope, and don't give up. And I kind of told you more or less around along those lines, and you're like, okay, and you kind of didn't give up, and then it was okay. In the end, it's just a job. You understand? This job doesn't work. Another
Sentence.
job.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
nothing like nothing. You understand? Like as long listen, it's as long as our health is not under threat. The health is important. As long as nobody like literally beats me or something. You understand?
Absolutely, you're
Everything
right.
else is an emotion. You understand? And
You're right.
emotions are
Yeah.
not real. Like I'm not. And I was kind of trying to tell you, like, stop taking all these emotions so seriously. You understand? Like, just go and do what's right, despite the emotion.
You know what is my problem? My problem is I mean, being truthful and honest. I mean, I thought that authenticity is something. I mean, it's a
Newsflash.
quality in a
Yeah.
person, but actually, it's a
It's
defect.
quality in a
It's
person.
something.
It is a
Yeah,
quality in
it's
a
not.
person. No,
It's a
but
defect here. Actually, it's a defect. It's not a quality. I mean, when
no,
you are honest, when you are authentic, when you are truthful, I mean,
it
people, I
doesn't
mean,
mean to lie, but yeah, like opening your soul completely in front of a stranger, essentially, or whatever, a person you get in contact with in your life, and this is just your. The thing is, like, how to find my
being
words.
vulnerable, actually, being
Yeah,
guilt, yeah, being naive.
you are a bit, but the thing is, like, but now you're not anymore, and that's a victory. That's a good thing. And the thing is that when you come to a new country like this by yourself, okay, with your daughter, but she's just a kid. When you do such a huge shift, it's very hard not to take things kind of personally, because like this is just a professional kind of relationship. Yeah, you go, you do a job, you understand what the job is. Yeah, it's more or less what you did before, but a bit different. You adapt to it and you get paid, and then you go home, and then you have a life. You have your private life. But it's very hard to see it that way when you are by yourself in a new country. Everything is so new, and this is kind of your new experience, so it seems like it's one whole thing and it's not separated, but it is in a way separated. Like, you don't need to tell them all your life story. They don't care. You don't need to tell them, and you need to go there on time, dressed appropriately, do the job, and then go home. You understand? And manage that. So it's like this, right? But I understand very well it was very hard for you,
I mean, I
And
think that people are different. Even the
people
reaction
are
of
different. We are
each
also
person
different.
react situation in a
Yeah.
different way.
Yes,
And when,
yes, yes.
like I told you, I'm a kind of a emotional and sensitive person, so I cannot hide my emotion. If this is
What's
bad,
your
I
sign?
say it's bad. If it's good, I'm happy. I mean, everything appears in my face. I cannot hide it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. What is your
I
sign?
tried many times,
You're a
but
Cancer. Are you a Cancer by any chance? The
what?
zodiac sign. The zodiac sign. Are you a Cancer or what? What are the zodiac? You know the stars.
No,
How the
no,
stars
no,
were
no.
aligned when you were born.
How do we say this in English? Capricorn, I guess.
Capri. Ah, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know how this is. The people are
Yeah,
Capricorns.
very, very. Like I told you, I mean, everyone. I
Yeah,
want
but
to be.
it's a double-edged sword, this sensitivity, you understand? Because you have the chance to be extremely well tuned to other people's state and emotions in real time, and to do a really, really good job in any occupation that is with people, yeah, including being a teacher, but it can be sales, it can be whatever, yeah.
Of course,
So
when
and
you find a good environment,
sensitive,
you are gonna
yeah.
prosper, flourish there, and very good job.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sensitive people, if they can get, because I'm the same very sensitive person, well, like when we can get out of our own way, sensitivity is actually helping us a lot, because we are very much in the moment, we feel everything, so we can be tuned in anything. So
Yeah, much
it's
more
good,
actually.
but it can also be bad sometimes, so you need to manage it. So but yeah, like, so okay, we speak so much philosophically. Let's speak more concretely, if possible. And I'll not keep you much longer, okay? Because I said 1 hour,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
okay.
also too close to 1 hour. And anyway, like you need to be with your daughter, yeah. So very quickly. So you are in this town. Let's call it a town, yeah. 1 hour outside of Ho Chi Minh City. And tell me how it is in terms of your job and your everything is okay. How many hours do you have in a month there?
Sorry, I
How
think
many
more than
teaching?
100 hours because I am a
More.
full-time teacher.
Wow. Good.
I work from 6:45 a.m. to 5
Wow.
p.m.
So wow,
and
wow, wow.
yeah, and
We'll
sometimes
have
I
some
work in
breaks.
the evening because they don't have another foreign teachers, only me in the kindergarten. So sometimes I'm in charge of
Yeah.
evening classes and I have to host 2 to 3 events on Saturday every month. So
Wow.
I work a lot.
So much work you have there.
I work a lot.
Good
Yeah.
thing they can take care of your daughter. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
thing they
this is
can.
what I told you. When I see my
Yeah.
daughter happy, I do everything.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
she likes, yeah, at the beginning it was
Yes.
very tough. I mean, around
Yeah.
3 weeks for her it was a little bit tough.
Yeah.
But I told them since the beginning I didn't want her in my class because I'm teaching international class and bilingual and foundation classes as well. I'm teaching all the classes, but I am in charge of international class as a priority. So, like I told you, it was a little bit difficult for her, but I knew, I mean, what happened in Ho Chi Minh City. So I didn't want them to those mistakes to be reproduced again. So I made everything to avoid the same mistakes. So I told them from the beginning, I don't want my daughter in my class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take care of
Good.
her. I mean, do whatever you want. Like I am not here. I'm not her mother.
Mhm.
I'm not here. I'm a teacher. I'm not here. But like I told you, they are much more care. I mean, they show care. So,
Small
yeah.
town people. They're not Ho Chi
So
Minh
they give
madness
me
people. They are small
the
town
chance.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, the chance to take care of her, especially during lunch, during snacks, during the nap
Yeah.
time. So I was very close to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now she likes the kindergarten very much. Now we are in
It's
the Mama,
Vietnamese.
let's go to the kindergarten. She made a lot of friends. She has an admirer there
Uh-huh.
in her class. Yeah, she is in foundation actually. She's not in bilingual nor in international class. I put her in foundation class. They are
What
younger.
foundation? Foundation for.
Foundation it means they
That's the
are
name of.
learning only Vietnamese and they have
Ah.
Two English sessions per week.
Wow.
That's
So
all.
she's growing basically like she's being taught like a Vietnamese kid basically plus English.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So basically, your daughter will grow up because she's so young, right? Basically, she will grow up bilingual. So she will grow up like you speak with her Arabic, right? I assume. Really, you speak with her
No.
English. What do you speak with her?
No. I told you before that my mother tongue is not Arabic.
Forgive me. I mean, I forgot.
Yeah, this is, and you told
But
me it's okay, nobody cares. But I don't. Yeah, Berber language. Berber
I
language.
remember now. I remember now. Forgive me. But the thing is, like when I told you nobody cares. It was in a context. Okay, so people when they hear this, they can understand. Oh my God, this Tudor guy is such an asshole. But that was actually in a context in which you showed to some people. I think it was your employer. I don't remember exactly, but you showed being offended about that. And I told you stop
If
being
you make a,
offended.
if you make a very I mean small slight research about the language in North
I
Africa
heard
and the
about it
tribe
in the Berbers. Yeah, it's a
of
different
native
nation.
speakers,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know that.
I mean, to impose their language, you are gonna understand why I was offended.
Yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, how should I say? When you're in a context in which like people just want you for this particular one thing, which is teaching English, you understand? That's what I meant. They don't care. And if you show that you put your attention to something else other than that, and you show you're being offended, they will not like you very much. So it's very important to not be offended by anything in a way.
Send the
Even
message. I
insults
remember.
me, like I would choose not to be offended. You understand? Because my goal here is to like do a good job and to keep my positive onset and my outset to life. Yeah, and I need to keep my positive energy. I need to take care of myself, including spiritually. So I'll not be offended. You understand? That's what I meant. So when we had that conversation in chat, it was in chat. That's what I said. Nobody cares about your language. That's what we meant. Not like I don't care or something. No, like don't go there and be offended. They don't know anything about your country. Oh, of course they don't know. You understand? I didn't know. Oh my God, the Arabs oppressed the Berbers and so on. I didn't know that. Now I understand. I heard about the Berbers. I didn't know much more about that, right? So that anyway. So I wanted to ask. Okay, so you speak with your daughter Berber language, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, she knows also Arabic because she was in the kindergarten years, and she
But she'll
speaks
forget
French
probably.
also French very well. She speaks
Wow,
French,
your
yeah,
daughter
and
will be a
English,
prodigy.
yeah,
Wow.
French
So
English very well. She speaks French and English very well.
French, English she will keep, but
Yeah,
probably Arabic she will tend to forget.
yeah, a
No.
little bit Arabic and our mother tongue, and now she's learning Vietnamese.
Yeah, that's so cool, really, honestly. Like I really because I don't have a kid, but I really would want. I hope we'll have a kid fairly soon. But
Then tell me after when you have a kid, tell me how do you feel?
I'm hard on myself. So whatever challenge comes into my life, I don't allow myself to not live
I'm
up to
the
it. You know?
same actually, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
and
the
it's
same. I'm
very
hard on
it
myself as well.
yeah, and it was very beautiful and very interesting to see your evolution a bit, even
Thank you
like
so
for
much.
people to understand like everything is like chat based. It's not like we speak or have video calls every day or something like that. It's chat based. We have a WhatsApp group in which we help people with everything to go to Vietnam and get hired, right? But even like this chat based, I saw the evolution and I saw what's happening. And Arya is our colleague. She told me Mina is doing well, and I was like so happy to hear. Oh, finally! So I'm so happy to hear that Yamina is doing well, because you were a bit like, oh my God, we had issues with Yamina and those problems and so on, but now she's okay, and I'm so happy that is okay. And it's this fighter, and it's very good. That's it. Like you got some hardships, and you decided
Yeah,
we'll
it's okay. It's okay. I
continue.
learned a lot.
Yeah,
It's all
it's
valuable lessons, like I told you.
perfect. It's perfect. And now you're at the start of a new chapter in your life, basically, right? So okay, so
Absolutely.
tell me, so you have like all these events and you have more than $100 a month. If I may ask, and if it's okay, if not, no problem. Tell me how much can you make there? Is that
35 million.
that's fixed or is not per hour?
Yeah, per hour.
Wow.
$1,030 per month. Yes, I guess.
Okay, that's
Because I
20,
didn't
26
start
million, 26
to be
million
paid.
VND.
I mean, they didn't pay me the official salary yet, but within the, like I told you, I made extra money by teaching the evening classes and hosting the events each Saturday. So
So you
that's
got
what
35.
yeah.
You got to 35
Otherwise,
million.
it's 31. It's 31. The salary is 31.
So basically, you got to $1,400 per month
Yeah,
with all these things. But you work a lot for this money. And in the future, you have the perspectives to earn better per hour. Do I get it right?
of
You will
course,
have
of
the
course,
perspective too.
of course.
In terms of accommodation, how are you? Okay, so you live with this family.
Very fun.
Okay,
Very good. I will show you a little bit
tell
here.
me how much you pay for that, or you don't
This
pay, or
thing is the
oh, it's
house.
a big place.
Yeah, very big.
Oh, this
Just
is
yesterday, you see here the
so
flowers.
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful
Yeah,
flowers.
the father of the house, the landlord, sent them to me yesterday as a gift for New Year.
So nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to
very.
the snake here. Okay. And how much you pay for this, Amina? 5.5 million. And how many rooms you have? So you have one bedroom. It's a one bedroom basically, or
Yes, I have a room here.
this is the
Yeah,
bedroom and that's the living room and one bathroom. Okay. So
a
all this
living room, and here one
one
here.
loft. That's
Yes.
like a bedroom loft or something like a space.
Yeah,
And one
and here
bathroom. It's a kitchen. Okay. Good. This is not bad for this budget.
very good. Very
It's a
very
good
good.
value. So this
Yes,
is in US dollars for people to
comfortable.
understand. All this space which you saw is $219, 219 per month. That's the rent. Plus
209.
the
Yes.
219, and plus you'll pay the utility. So you'll pay the water, you'll pay the electricity, you'll pay the internet connection, But all these probably are around what, 1 million? No way! Everything
Yes,
included.
yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's very good price. Even in a small town, 1 hour from Ho Chi Minh is good price, I can
Yeah, it
tell
was
you.
very hard actually to find such accommodation, but I was
Uh-huh.
really lucky because the
Yeah.
landlord, I mean, she got married to an Australian man and he bought a house here. So she
Uh-huh.
was just about to move on to her new house, and she posted her house on Facebook, and
Mm-hmm.
the school manager, I mean, caught the post, and we the same day she made.
Wow.
I was really
Yeah, yeah.
lucky. Yes. Then I
Listen,
moved.
I tend to be lucky, to be honest with you. So I don't believe so much in luck. You are not lucky. You are looking for a house actively. Okay, boom.
Because you do remember that I told you that we didn't find a house here. I mean, the houses that I find
Yeah,
here, they were really in a very bad situation.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In Vietnam.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But this
Especially
is really good. 220,
this
let's
one
say
is very good.
220 US dollars for all that space, including utilities.
Yeah, yeah. And her father
But
just here, so
you
we
can
are
save money
neighbors.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can save money. You cook home or whatever. You don't spend too much on food. Food can be cheap. You can really
Uh,
save some money.
what is expensive is just this.
School fee. Yeah, yeah, for your daughter.
Yeah,
How much you pay for that? You
for
paid
the 3 months.
five
Yeah,
hundred and $90, so almost
after
$600
discount.
for 3 months after discount. Okay, so like, but that's not much. I mean, so I mean that's $200 per month. That's like your rent. So your rent is 220. Your daughter's school is 200. That's 420. You still have disposable income, and if you grow your hourly rate, which you will for sure with time, yeah,
I know how to manage my money actually. I'm not the kind
of,
that who
of
spend
course you know.
money right
Yeah,
and
yeah.
left.
Yeah, yeah. And also in a small town, it's easier not to spend too much because it's like what to do with money, you know? It's a small
Especially for
place.
transportation actually, because I am very near to the kindergarten. I can walk. Many
Wow.
times I walk around 20 minutes.
Good, very
Uh, uh,
healthy. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, sometimes
Very healthy to walk.
I take the grab. I
Yeah,
grab a bike.
yeah.
So around the 30,
13K.
13K. Yeah, 13K.
You can
26.
even buy a bicycle if you like. You can buy a bicycle with a kid seat, you know, and you can just bicycle your way to there as
Yeah,
well.
I started learning how to ride a bike.
You need is very good. You don't know how to ride a scooter,
No.
but just get on a scooter and ride it. It's very
Yeah,
easy.
the landlord has another bike, so
Yeah, yeah.
she's teaching me how to ride a motorbike when she's free.
Yeah, but what I wanted to ask you, you know how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
If you know how to ride the bicycle and you can hold yourself upright on a bicycle, it's the same thing with a scooter. You just be careful to go slowly with the acceleration. Don't twist it too hard. Twist it slowly so you feel because some bikes are more sensitive and more powerful. And if you do like this, you can, it can be too fast too suddenly. But if you are careful with the acceleration, go slowly. Literally, it's a bicycle, okay? Just go slowly and you learn how to handle it. Yes, if you go slowly, you will just learn so easily. It's so simple. It's the most simple. Like this is one thing I'm so excited about and so passionate about. The best part of living in Vietnam, I mean, one of the best, for me, it's exactly this: the flexibility, the incredible flexibility and freedom that I feel that a scooter is giving me. Yeah, so I come to Vietnam. Okay, I have a driver's license for cars, but my driver's license is not really valid here anyway. I need to make it international. I never did. Yes.
The driving license for a motorbike, right?
Until a certain cylindrical capacity, very small, I don't know, 55cc or something like that, you don't need. If you take a very small one. But the one I have is 133cc, and that's above even the 125 limit. Yeah. So basically, I need the license, but I don't have. Anyway, I don't have. Doesn't matter. But my point is, no, the thing is that the police is not so they're not so rough with foreigners. As long as you stay in your line and you don't really
Very
do
nice.
anything stupid and you respect the rules, they'll let you go. Even if they stop you, they'll usually it's very
I'm
relaxed.
eager to learn as well to learn how to ride a motorbike. I want
Trust me,
eagerly to learn.
Trust me, it's so good. And the thing is, like, you literally go on the bike. You go on. If it's a smaller one, you can go in your town or maybe even to Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, there are a lot of choices actually, and even the landlord
Yeah.
told me so because she has got two motorbikes. So she told me that if I learn how to ride the motorbike, she can give me the other one.
Nice. Perfect. Just take it. Take it. Learn how to ride it and take it. Yeah, it's so much freedom. And Maybe you like a cafe which is the opposite part of town, or whatever, a shop or something. You go there to the mall. It's so convenient, you know. And in Vietnam, everywhere you go, you either don't pay anything to park your scooter and you park it right where you got, like to the cafe, to the shop, to the restaurant, to the whatever where you were. You just park it in front. You get out of it and you enter the place. It's immediate. Or if you pay for the parking, it will be 2,000 VND or 5,000 VND. Maybe in Ho Chi Minh it's 6,000 VND to park a scooter for the whole day. It's like nothing, do you understand? In Ho Chi Minh center, in the center of the center, I think I left my scooter like the whole day. And at the end, in the underground parking, okay, no sun, no rain, no nothing. Yeah. And at the end, when I took it, I paid like 20K or something. It was like what? It's nothing. It's literally nothing. So the scooter is the best thing in Vietnam, you know. In rainy season, okay, you need to have your raincoat. When you see that all Vietnamese start to stop on the right side of the road, it means rain is coming because they know. Yeah. So you need to follow what they are doing and do the same, and put your raincoat because the rain will start. Yeah, but other than that, it's so convenient. It's crazy. You know, I want to do even trip across Vietnam by scooter. I want to see the whole Vietnam by myself, like 1-2 weeks trip. You're not allowed on scooter. You need to go just on national roads. But yeah, so yeah, definitely I recommend you to do that because it's a new level of freedom.
Yeah, why not in the future? Yeah, I'm eagerly to learn.
Even with the kid, you put the kid, give her help. You give her help, put her in front of you. You understand?
Yeah, she has already one. I bought her one already.
Yeah. So here and you see
she likes motorbikes. Actually, she likes very well motorbikes.
Yeah. There are 5 people. The whole family is on one scooter here. If you see something,
yeah,
mother, father, and 3 kids. Yeah,
especially when I saw some very little babies, 2-3 months on a chair. On a chair and in front of the motorbike, and I was asking questioning myself, oh my god, how these people I met them on the street, sometimes fast with the baby in front, but I mean they trust themselves and they trust the other people. This is what is, I mean, for foreigners at first it seems for me crazy, but actually the traffic goes like in a harmonious way,
like water. Traffic is like water, exactly. Scooters are like drops of water somehow.
It's fluid, absolutely.
It's very fluid, and people don't get angry usually in traffic. There is no road rage in Vietnam, and in Southeast Asia in general, there's not really the concept of road rage.
Traffic jam, actually, no traffic jam. Even
sometimes, don't worry.
There's no traffic jam here.
Here,
that from Ho Chi Minh City to here, because there are heavyweight, tracks and buses, so there is a little bit traffic jam. But here in the roads, there's no traffic jam, even though there are plenty of motorbikes, plenty of cars. But yeah.
Okay, Yamina. So listen, we understood like to cover, and that's it. Listen, I will not keep like 5 minutes, and we're done. So we covered earnings, location, pluses and minuses of the location, earnings, how much you can make, how much you work for that, accommodation situation, how much also. Transport, we also covered what you do for transport. About your kid, we understand it's $200 per month to enroll a 3-year-old baby. No, she's not a baby kid in the kindergarten, right? Which also has English language and Vietnamese and so on. Yeah.
English, Chinese, and Chinese.
Okay, yes. Crazy. So in terms of food, you tend to cook home, you tend to buy, or
I cook.
This family
cooks.
You always cook yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I always cook.
So that makes it more convenient. In terms of how much money you pay per food per month, do you have any idea?
Really, like maybe sometimes when I go for one day, I can spend 200,000 VND on just buying some fruits and vegetables.
200K VND, and you buy a lot for this money, I believe. It's kind of
I buy for one week. And what is amazing here in Longtown, they got a lot of plenty open markets. So there are many various vegetables and fruits that I have never seen in my life. So, and they are cheap as well.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Cheaper than Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh yeah. And the tofu, you buy tofu? Do you like tofu? I like tofu very much. We cook with tofu.
I didn't know where to buy it.
In the market, where they sell vegetables and eggs, there will always also be at least one stall which will sell tofu. Or sometimes they sell tofu. The people that sell vegetables also sell tofu. It's like blocks, like white, grayish blocks of fresh tofu. It's quite wet. Has some water in it. Yeah. Or you can ask.
It's a desert, right? It's a desert.
No, you don't know about it. It's not a dessert. They can make dessert out of it, but it's not a dessert. It's like cheese made out of soy, if you want. Soybeans, they make soy milk, and then they make the milk with special machines, whatever, into these blocks, which are it's like a sponge. It's very soft and has some water in it, it's a bit like a sponge. That's tofu. And in Vietnamese, you can ask about it, dao fu. And you can cook it the
I
same like
thought
meat.
it's a Chinese dish, this one, right?
It's Asian. It's all over Asia. So tofu. Yeah, yeah. Interesting that you, that's
Yeah,
why.
I'm gonna ask you about it actually.
Dao fu. You can say dao fu and
Tofu,
they will understand. Where can I
tofu.
find dao fu?
Yeah,
Ask your landlord there or whoever.
yeah, yeah,
Like everybody knows. They cook a
yeah.
lot with that. Even people who are not vegetarians, they and it's very good source of protein. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to tell you one thing now, my daughter is eating the Vietnamese food. She has no
Ah,
problem with
so she adapted in the end because
especially the rice. She likes rice too much. But
yeah,
she cannot eat meat and pork. We don't eat meat and pork, so ate
don't need.
chicken, seafood, and
Yeah,
rice, everything actually. She
it's
can eat
okay.
it now without any
Right.
problem.
Yeah. So she
Much
adapted in
much
the end.
better than
Yeah.
me. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, because at the beginning I remember that she couldn't eat anything. She didn't like Vietnamese food at all. But now she adapted. She just needs some time.
I
And
think
what
she's
else?
adaptability are much more better than mine because she's
Yeah,
a kid.
of course. Yeah, yeah. She had a bit of a bad episode at the beginning with the illness and so on. But then she adapts, of course, you know. And look, like if you ask me, Yamina, like in terms of like a small Vietnamese town for raising a kid, or even like a houses area in a big city, right? Same thing. It's so friendly for a kid, you know, to be honest. Like I see here kids
Absolutely.
where I live in a
Absolutely.
residential area, like a houses area, not much traffic. There's like almost no traffic, and kids are playing in the street with the football and with the whatever toys they have, and they're playing hide and seek and stuff like that. You know, it's so beautiful, and it reminds me of my childhood in Romania in the 90s and the early 2000s when we were also playing in the street. But right now, if you go in Romania, in my country at least, but in many European places, kids don't play in the street anymore. You know, like kids are on their devices or something. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like they're on the
Yeah.
phones. In Vietnam, kids are in the street playing. Like they have a nice childhood, all socializing and playing and having a crazy good time. You know, this is so
Even in our day, children play in the street.
in the West, a bit goes away, you know, this slowly, as I see, you know. And the parents are so careful to, oh my God, like I didn't have, like my parents gave me the key, you know, where I was all day long.
I mean, even the
And now
parents
they
now are
watch us so
concerned.
close.
They don't let their children went outside to play because maybe of the kidnappings. I mean,
In Vietnam,
these
is none of that. Like Vietnam is very safe. You understand? Like,
speaking about Europe. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
many things. Yes, many
Europe.
things
Europe,
happened.
North Africa, maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we covered a lot of things. I was thinking if I want to ask you about anything else, but that's about it. If you feel like you need to mention anything relevant for anybody who is watching. So your story was so interesting, so fascinating.
Thank you.
What else can I ask you? I don't know. Like in terms of
Gonna say
health
that, don't give
insurance.
up.
Look, some people don't give up. That's it.
Everyone is, watching this live. I mean, I will say, don't give up no matter.
It's not live. We will edit it. We will. It's not live
Okay.
anywhere. It's just
Okay.
recording. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So in terms of health insurance, do you do anything for health insurance? Not yet.
Yeah, after I sign the contract and I get my work permit, then they are gonna proceed with health insurance. Yes.
Okay, there can be private one as well, by the way. So in case you want, there are private solutions for that. As I understood, it's around $100 per month. But maybe in a small town there, maybe not so much. Maybe just in Ho Chi Minh if you need. But there are private subscriptions for private health insurance. Very good clinics they have in Vietnamese cities. Very
Yeah,
modern.
we think about it. For now, I'm okay.
If you don't need, yeah, to be honest, I kind of feel the same. I trust my health so much. But yeah.
For myself, I always, like I told you, I bear difficulties even when it comes to health problems. Only for my daughter, but she's okay. I mean, she got sick once when we came here. She got only sick once. The same problem. I mean, the lung problem. Because she when she was affected in Ho Chi Minh City. So I mean, each time, like the doctor told me, each time that she caught a cold, she's gonna got symptoms, the same problem. So she got only sick once, thank God. But now she's okay. Since
Good.
then she's okay.
In terms of your job, Yamina, what would you say are like some particularities or some expectations which is different, which you learn in your journey in Vietnam since you have been in Vietnam? Because you're a very experienced teacher, 9 years of experience, yeah. But when you came here, you saw, oh my God, it's so different. So what do they want? How is it where you are now?
I got here, it's like my first experience of teaching. It's like I have never been a teacher in my life. Yeah, it's something very different.
So what do they want?
The employers and the parents expect from you is totally different. But what I like the most is especially here in Long Tan, is the love of children and the love of parents. I mean, if you are really a good teacher and children love you, they value you. No problem. This is what I gained here, the love of the kids. Maybe this is what made me succeed here. It's the love of the kids because they love me too much. And also I improved myself too much concerning the teaching style, the teaching methods, how to approach kids, how to attract them, how to make teaching English fun. And what is the most important thing that I learned here as well is how to communicate with the employers because this is what was a little bit difficult for me at the beginning in Ho Chi Minh City. So like I learned too much how to communicate with the managers at the beginning without lying. Honestly, there was a difficulty, but little by little, I mean, I set boundaries and I changed it to a kind person, you know, and I twist. I mean, and it worked. It worked very well. I mean, the teacher, all the teachers, and the managers, and all the staff who work in the kindergarten. I mean, I communicate with them very well. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
any problem with them.
Good.
Yes, it took time. Actually, it took time. It took too much sacrifice, but it's okay. At the end, it's okay.
And in terms of like, they expect you to be a very good animator and to animate the classroom a lot.
Of course, a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. I
Okay.
mean, the appearance is very important for them. I mean, the marketing, I mean, image of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
school is
Image is
very,
everything.
very important for them.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it at first because I thought that it's something fake. I mean, the most important thing is
Yeah.
to give that child the true knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Not
I agree
only
with you.
show him in the picture that he is learning and he doesn't understand anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that at first, but I mean, when I understand the objective of the company of the school, I said it's okay. This is my job. I'm gonna do it. No problem.
That's it.
But at the same time,
We spoke
I
about
made
that. I
sure.
remember.
Yes, I made sure that that kid is gonna learn. That kid, I have to. I mean, to involve him, to
Yeah.
involve her in the learning process.
Yeah.
Whether it is true or whether it's fake, I have to involve. This is, I
Yeah.
mean, this is what made the atmosphere for me much more, I mean, enjoyable here in the
Mhm.
kindergarten. Yes, I
Yeah.
worked. Even though it's very tiring, but I enjoyed working there.
So Vietnamese care about appearances so much. So they care about how it looks. They care about the marketing part of things, and they are very focused on this. Image, image,
Absolutely.
image, face, face, face. You know, it's the concept
Yeah, the
of keeping
advertising.
face.
Yeah, the
You know,
advertising image is very, very important for them.
any person here, any business here, any institution, they have to maintain the reputation. Reputation is more important than life itself, and the image, you know, and they need to save face always. And you need always to give Vietnamese people the opportunity to save face. And this is also why it's not a good thing.
Good
A,
thing.
a conflict can be made like a silent conflict somehow, like, or arguments can be if you have like a more hot debate, which, by the way, in my culture, it's a Latin country. In my culture, it's completely acceptable. You understand? We can yell at each other. It's okay. Like, we can yell at each other while arguing, and that's okay. Just like Italians, for example. Yeah. And I'm sure it's in some Arab countries also.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Don't worry.
Here is not like
It's
that.
the
So
same thing.
here you don't do that with people. You don't raise your tone, and even if it's an argument, it has to be in low tone, because if you raise your tone, they lose face, and you make them lose face, and that's like almost unforgivable. To make someone to lose face is
Yeah, yeah.
it's very bad. Like, if you yell at someone, they lose face, and you lose face actually, but because you're from another culture, they don't see it that way. So you're like immune to this losing face, but they are not. So that's why you need to be extra careful with interacting with Vietnamese. It's such a different culture. This is reality, and yeah. So you adapted.
I
You
mean,
understand
sometimes
what
I
they
feel
want.
sorry for that because parents also got fooled sometimes. I mean, what is inside, what is outside. I mean,
I
sometimes
know.
it's not the same. We discussed about this,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
do remember.
I remember, of course. You were a
Yeah,
bit, you couldn't believe. But at the same time, listen, if you understand all these cultural kind of railways, how to not like limits, yeah, whatever, yeah, these cultural limits and boundaries, and you play by the rules, and you don't try to cross their cultural kind of rules, you will trick your way somehow into actually your target, which is, hey, I just want to teach this kid English. Like, I'm here so that they become fluent in English and that they speak English with the best possible pronunciation and grammar and all that and vocabulary. Yeah. So that's your goal. But to reach that goal, you cannot go straight at the goal as it would be ideal. You need to respect all these kind of boundaries and all this. They are barriers in a way, right? They can be barriers
yeah,
as well. But at the end of the day, because the trick is exactly fun. Fun is the trick. Animation. having fun with the kids is the trick, I believe, because this is the gateway through which you're allowed to go, and here's no boundaries, you know. Okay, image very important, how you look, how you dress, all this blah blah blah, all this. If you the kid
I do
responds to
remember,
emotion and to
Tudor,
fun.
so sorry to interrupt. Remind me about something when we were in a meeting with the British academic manager in another, because this kindergarten has three branches and the one
Yeah.
is in Ho Chi Minh City. So we were in another kindergarten very far from Lontan and very close to Ho Chi Minh City. So the academic manager made like a game for us, questions in papers stacked on the wall, and there are
Yeah.
different questions we have to answer. And then he gathered us and he listened to each group's answers. And the theme was how to survive in a kindergarten as an English teacher. And when he said what are the qualities of a teacher, of a successful teacher in a kindergarten, one of the Vietnamese teachers said beauty.
Yeah.
And he was
I
laughing.
know. Unfortunately,
He was, she was believing that really beauty is
she
a
was
key
honest. She
to
was
a
being honest.
successful
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in the
yeah,
West, you
for
cannot
them
say
it was
that.
a
You
fact.
understand? In the West, that's a taboo. That's you cannot pronounce this word. You understand? You
Even
cannot
in
say
our,
that.
yes,
Even in
yes.
in Algeria, you cannot
I
say
mean, the
that.
skills,
What's the
the
quality?
skills.
Beauty. You see, good thing
Yeah,
you are beautiful. Yeah.
thank you
Good thing
so much.
you are lucky because if ugly people, they don't like.
That's really right. I want not to say this word, but it's really discrimination.
It is
I mean, the
discriminating.
skill, a teacher
Yeah.
must be judged according to his skills, his
Yes,
capacities, his
one
skills.
asterisk I have to this is very right what you're saying. It is not nice, but one thing which people can develop and is more important than physical beauty, which they can develop even if they don't have that much physical beauty, is charisma. Okay, charisma is something you can work on. Is
Absolutely.
not something fixed, and if you're very charismatic, they will love you nonetheless. Okay, so I know a lot of very successful English teachers in Vietnam from all over the world. Okay, who are not necessarily, how should I say, very beautiful in a classical way, or how should I say, their features are not the most classically like understood to be beautiful or
Yeah, yeah.
something, or yeah, and they are still very successful. Why? Because they understood the formula, and they're charismatic. They speak with ups and downs. They make a joke.
I think that
They're
this is the most important, actually.
that's it, you know, and that's what you want to do. This is a people skills job, and people skills can be developed. That's it, you know. So in a way, I'm it's like this in Asia. Okay, it's not just
Yeah,
in
I feel
Vietnam.
sorry as well.
It's like
Sorry.
this in China. Don't worry. It's like this in Korea. It's like this everywhere you go in this part of the world. Yeah, it depends. In some places like Vietnam, not everybody understood this is taboo. You cannot speak about it, right? So they don't take it as taboo. They will be just open about it. Even in the listings, if you look in job listings online or on Facebook, yeah, because
Yeah,
sometimes they write it so clearly what they want in terms of
absolutely. Like I told you, this her, it was
unsettling.
something indisputable.
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
a fact for her. Beauty is a fact for an English, for a successful teacher.
But yeah, opinion, and it's a very informed opinion. It's possible to hack this requirement by means of real skill and charisma. If you are charismatic and you have real skill and you can show it, it's not so. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
so much how you look
the
and
appearance
so.
is not.
If you don't have, listen. If your English is not so good, you know, you better be beautiful.
Even though you are like that, you are beautiful. And when you show your skills in the domain, in the field, once you are
Yeah.
or facing other students, I mean,
Show your
yeah,
inner beauty. It should shine through in your eyes, in your facial expressions, in
absolutely.
your
I mean,
everything.
if you
No,
don't have, how can you succeed? I mean, I think
you can have a wish and a desire, and you can have the willingness to go to work. You know, and a lot of people have that,
to learn. Yes,
and they
okay.
start with
You
that
have,
courage.
but yeah, but you think that Vietnamese employers are gonna give you a chance to learn, to train yourself and to
If
learn?
you have a little bit of on the right path, yeah. I saw a lot of cases in which they give you a chance, but yeah, you zero in all departments. No, go and work on your pronunciation. Go and work in your English. Like some people don't speak, like you see, like my pronunciation, for example. You can hear it's Eastern European, right? It's not a very neutral pronunciation. I should work on it, right? But I'm not a teacher, right? But like some people have a very strong accent, right? Which is simply like too strong and too strong for the market, and the market demands increasingly, and trust me, I saw it evolving and growing. Yeah, so I know what I'm speaking about. The market demands more and more neutral pronunciation and neutral English, or native speaking, native sounding English. Yeah, like British or American, ideally. That's what they want, you know. And actually, one thing to note also for you, but I'm sure you know this already, it's not new information for you, but everybody listening, the better your pronunciation is, the more you can make in Vietnam. As simple as, can you sound like a British person from the middle of England? If you can do that, oh my God, they'll give you more money. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Maybe your grammar is not perfect, maybe whatever, your vocabulary, whatever, maybe still a bit weird here and there, your topic, but if you manage to sound with that proper the accent, make it proper, that's it. Like you will earn more. And the best thing you can do to increase your income in Vietnam, it is actually working on your pronunciation. That's it. And then, of course, animator skills and teaching skills and so on. But number one, by far, pronunciation. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just where I work, just to give a beautiful image of the school, positive vibes for parents, for kids, for everything.
Yeah.
And everything is gonna be okay. This is what I understood. Well, I mean, they care a lot about the image, like you said, the reputation. It's a must for them. It's something very, very important.
Yeah, it is like this in this culture.
Before even the accent, before even the skills, the teaching skills, before everything.
Accent and looks. Yeah. No. Okay, Yamina, thank you so much. I kept you very longer than intended.
Pleasure.
1 hour and a half, kind of, even more. Thank you so much, Yamina. And how should I say, like, really, I'm telling you from my heart, it's a pleasure and an honor to have met you and to have spoken with you now and to have met you in general. I congratulate you from my heart for your success and your evolution. And you really made huge progress in terms of not only your actual situation, okay, your life situation and earnings and so on, but also like mentally and spiritually. I believe you grew in a relatively short period of time. You grew a lot, and it will be good for you. And you need to continue in this same style, and you will get very far if you want. Yeah, but that's it. Like, the reality is the reality. We are here to, first of all, adapt to the reality, and when we adapt and we're in the reality, like a fish in the water, that's when we can start to change the reality. We cannot change the reality before we adapted to the reality. You understand? You understood this in practice. It was hard for you at the beginning, but you got it, and now you apply it day to day in your life, in your work. And this is huge progress you did. And yeah, for me, it's so beautiful and so interesting. And so I don't have enough words to express because my vocabulary is limited, but it's so beautiful to see the progress.
Doing great, actually. Your English is great.
Thank you. Sometimes I don't find my word, but like, it's very beautiful for me to see the progress and the evolution of someone like you.
Thank you so much.
And you started it was hard for you.
I couldn't do it without you as well. You didn't let me down. So, I mean, I'm really grateful for.
We are here for you. Yes.
For you, for Arya especially, because she was really, really kind. Yes. Like you told me, I was a little bit tiresome, but believe me, Tudor, I didn't want to seem, unkind or rude or tiresome for anybody. I was just expressing myself the way.
Nobody saw you as unkind ever. Tiresome, yes, but you came from one place, like mentally, spiritually, somehow, yeah, in your particular situation, which was very hard. And like, I understand where you were coming from, yeah. So I didn't ever really condemn you, you understand? And I told you, you do need to go show up and do the good job in their acceptance of what a good job is. And this is like acting, yeah. Don't think about teaching, you understand? I'm teaching. No, you're an actor, okay. Reframe it in your mind as an actor. Can you do that? And go and learn how to act. Okay, whatever. What's the problem? If people have a problem with this, or somehow they cannot, okay, maybe it's not for you. It's Asia, it's Vietnam, it's another place. You came in their country, okay? They didn't come in you came in their country, so you have to have so much open mind and acceptance in this world. Nothing is black and white ever. It's just shades of gray. Yeah, that's it. So, pleasure, Yamina. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I'm really, really grateful. Have that we can meet one day. Why not?
With pleasure. I look forward to that. I'll let you know when I'm in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, you said my gratitude and thank everyone in your agency, especially your wife and Arya.
Yes, if we need to help you with anything else, please let us know. Okay, ever, no problem. We are here, so it's not like
now. I am in the phase of preparing documents for the work permit, but I'm gonna do it just after the Tet holiday because
of course now everything is. Now it's holiday already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy the holiday. By
the immigration officer, so she's the one who is guiding me.
Yeah.
not immigration officer, the manager who
Yeah.
is in charge of making work permit and TRC.
Mhm.
So I'm following her instructions. Yeah.
Okay, Amina, thank you. Have a beautiful day and enjoy your third
Thank you
holiday.
so much. Thank you. Take good care of yourself.
And I'll
Thank you
see.
so much.